the hell? Someone's been in here.
Rise and shine. We've got quite a day ahead of us.
You're in a good mood this morning.
Miss Stillman has made some modifications to the ANIMUS. You should be able to remain inside even longer now.
And help you with your treasure hunt.
This is serious business, Mr. Miles. I don't think you fully appreciate the work that Abstergo does.
Maybe because I don't actually know what you people do.
We change the world. Every day, in 100 different ways. Did you know that nearly every single breakthrough of the past millennia, be it medical, mechanical, or philosophical, has come from Abstergo or its predecessors?
That's a bold claim, Doc. Think you might be exaggerating a bit?
Not in the slightest. Oh, we certainly don't take the credit. That would arouse far too much suspicion. We choose our beneficiaries with great care.
Why?
Isn't it obvious? It means we're in control.
But how? What makes you guys so special, so smart? That you happen to invent all these things while us mere mortals stumble around like idiots?
To be fair, we don't invent them. We find them.
Find them?
They're gifts, Mr. Miles. From those who came before. We'll have to continue this discussion later. Time's wasting.
Morning, Desmond.
Yeah. Hi.
When you have been exposed, killing some of your...
Come in, Altair. You've done well. 3 of the 9 lay dead, and for this you have my thanks. But do not think to rest upon your laurels. Your work has just begun.
I am yours to command, Master.
King Richard, emboldened by his victory at Acre, prepares to move south towards Jerusalem. Salah-ad-Din is surely aware of this, and so he gathers his men before the broken citadel of Arsuf.
Would you have me kill them both, then? End their war before it begins in earnest?
No. To do so would scatter their forces and subject the realm to the bloodlust of 10,000 aimless warriors. It will be many days before they meet, and while they march, they do not fight. You must concern yourself with a more immediate threat. The men who pretend to govern in their absence.
Give me names and I'll give you blood.
So I will. Abun Nukud, the wealthiest man in Damas, Majduddin, regent of Jerusalem, William of Montferrat, liege lord of Acre.
What are their crimes?
Greed, arrogance, the slaughter of innocents. Walk amongst the people of their cities. You'll learn the secrets of their sins. Do not doubt that these men are obstacles to the peace we seek.
Then they will die.
Another of your items is restored. Take it. See that it is put to good use. Return to me as each man falls, that we might better understand their intentions. And Altair, take care. Your recent work has likely attracted the attention of the city guard. They'll be more suspicious than they've been in the past.
Altair, it seems my students do not fully understand what it is to wield the blade. Perhaps you could show them what you know. Perfect. The work of a master. That, my students, is how we all should fight.
Now.
You must be busy. I understand.
Preparation is crucial to your success.
Dirty thief, I'll have your hand for that! Die, thief! Let me go! Thief! You are filth! Why are you doing this?
Has he lost his mind?
You dare steal in my presence? That will cost you your life! You dare steal in my presence? That will cost you your life! You dare steal in my presence? That will cost you your life!
What's wrong with him? No, you don't understand. I have nothing. All I ask is for a coin. My family's sick and dying. Could you spare a few coins? Please, can't you spare something? I'm poor and sick and foolish. Please, do you have any money?
Dirty thief, I'll have your hand for that!
Altair, my friend. Welcome, welcome. Whose life do you come to collect today?
His name is Abu Nakud. What can you tell me about him?
Oh, the merchant king of Damas. Richest man in the city. Quite exciting, quite dangerous. I envy you, Altair. Well, not the bit where you were beaten and stripped of your rank, but I envy everything else. Oh, except for the terrible things the other assassins say about you. But yes, aside from the failure and the hatred, yes, aside from those things, I envy you very much.
I do not care what the others think or say. I'm here to do a job. So I ask again, what can you tell me about the Merchant King?
Only that he must be a very bad man if Al-Mualim has sent you to see him. He keeps to his own kind, wrapped in the finery of this city's noble district. A busy man, always up to something. I'm sure if you spend some time amongst his type, you'll learn all you need to know about him.
And where would you have me begin my search?
If I were you, I'd start with the Umayyad Mosque and Souk Saruja, both of which are west of here. Further to the northwest is Salahaddin Citadel. It's a popular meeting spot and has proved a reliable source of loose tongues in the past. Yes, these 3 places should serve your needs.
My thanks for your guidance, Rafiq. I'll return when I've gathered the necessary information.
I want to...
What is that fool running from?
Won't anyone help me? Please, can't
You are
spare
filth!
something? I'm poor and sick and hungry. You're hurting me. No, please don't leave. Just a few coins, please.
You dare steal in my presence? That will...
Finest wares in all the land. You are wise, which is why you've come to me.
He's going to cause trouble. You have no business here. Leave. Death to the infidel! Out of the way! Get him! Get him! Take him down! Why are they fighting? More people fighting. Never get away! Here! He's over here! You're mine! Maybe you have but you already lost. Let them in! After him! Faster!
أيها الكافر مت ادفع ثمن خطاياك
How can one expect to defeat me?
Seni gözün kapalı bile.
Who saved our city from certain destruction. He spent his own coin to see us fed and clothed. He spent tens of lives. Praise be Abul-Nukud, who saved our city from certain destruction. He spent his own coin to see us fed and clothed. His men tend to the fires that we might be warm. His kindness knows no bounds. Everything we now have, we have because of him. There is no one more generous than Abul-Nukud. Every week he opens his doors to the people of Damas, that they may lay down their burdens and know joy. Our days may be dark, but thanks to him, our evenings are now filled with light. The Merchant King provides for one and all. He asks for nothing in return. Let his generosity serve as an example to us all. Everyone should strive to be as he.
هل تريد قول شيء ما؟
Have you gone mad?
Why are you doing this? Stop this, please. You're hurting me.
No. You must not trespass here.
Leave, peasant, before I make you.
How dare you follow a horse guard?
I'll talk. I've no interest in dying
We
for
are the
him.
true children of
His
God.
coin's not worth my life.
A wise decision.
What is it you want?
I have business with the Merchant King.
Ha! Good luck with that. He rarely leaves his chambers.
Why? Is he afraid?
Not fear. Hate. He hates himself as much as he hates the people he pretends to serve. Locks himself away in his personal quarters out of shame.
He can't stay hidden forever.
No. Those celebrations of his. He comes out to speak, to look down upon the people. A sense of belonging, I suppose. However brief.
What's wrong with him that he would hide like this?
You'll see. Now let me go.
Let you go? So you can tell him of my plan?
I won't say a thing.
No, you won't.
يا له من أحمق.
What's wrong with you?
ارحل. انتهى الأمر.
You've no reason to stand here. Leave.
War consumed the land, and thousands of lives are lost in its defense. When he does, I won't tell him the tragedy. But I say, this is an honor, to die in service to God, fighting for what we believe in. There is no greater glory than this. Force him! Force the Christian king and his army of infidels! They go against the will of God. Must be made to pay. Everywhere they rise.
You dare steal in my presence? That will cost you your life!
Let go of me! I've done nothing wrong!
You dare steal in my presence? That will cost you your life!
Saladin! He has found the strength.
It was good of you to come.
It is an honor to serve. What do you require?
The letter I've given you must be brought to Salah ad-Din's camp. Seek out the one they call Hisham. He will be able to help, but tell no one else of this.
None will know my mission.
Then our business is concluded.
Good day, my friend. If there's anything I can help you with, anything at all, do
anyone could possibly...
What are you doing? There's nothing I do not want. Listen here, citizen. If you're tired of shopping food, then
Ever see someone have
My family is sick and dying. Could you spare a few coins? Please, can't you spare something?
Don't do that again, understand?
Turn back now.
Come. Let me show you everything I have.
Leave this place. What?
This man!
Leave, peasant, before I make you.
Just a few coins, please.
Altair, my friend, my brother. It's been such a long time. Any news of Ada since she left? No. How sad. I'm sure you'll find her someday. I've heard a feather is lying on top of Abul Nukud's head. Maybe I could help you. But I have a mission myself. I have 4 targets I must eliminate before noon. Let's cooperate, just like old times. 2 for you, 2 for me. They are Abul Nukud's personal guards. You will spot them in minutes.
Have any money? I beg of you, just a few coins, please. Please, can't you spare something? I'm poor and sick and hungry. A few coins. All I ask is for a few coins. My family's sick and dying. Could you spare a few coins? Please, can't you spare something? I'm poor, sick and hungry. I need food. I'm so hungry. Just a little money, I beg of you. No, you don't understand. I have nothing.
Unbelievable! Why can't you just let me be?
You'll find everything here, my friend. There's nothing I do not have. You want it, I got it.
No, please don't leave. Just a few coins, please.
Good day, my friend. If there's anything I can help you with, anything at all.
Wasn't that great? Just like in Alep, you remember? Here's something I found on one of the Merchant King's men. I think it's a map of where he has stationed his guards. I'm sure it will come in handy in your mission. Anytime you're in Damascus, come see me. You know my door is always open to you. Safety and peace, my friend.
You'll find everything here, my friend. There's nothing I do not have.
Have any money? Please, can't you spare something? I'm poor and sick and hungry.
Yes, come. Steve, I'll have your hand for that.
Peace be upon you, Altair. How may I serve you?
I've done as asked and learned all I need to know about my prey.
Then you must share your knowledge with me.
Abu Naqud is corrupt to the core and despised by his own citizens as a result. It appears he's been stealing money meant for the people of Damas and spending it on himself. Even as we speak, he flaunts his greed, preparing for a lavish party. His guards and servants should have their hands full dealing with the guests. They won't even know I'm there.
Most impressive, my friend. The others said you'd make a mess of things, but not I. No, I was sure you'd come through, and come through you have. The Bureau is yours to do with as you please until you're ready to begin.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Dirty thief! I'll have your hand for that! You dare steal in my presence? You dare steal in my presence? I'm sure of it.
No, you don't understand. I have nothing.
Now comes the English king and his infidel army. They leave horrors in their wake. Salah-ad-Din rides to meet him.
Please, food. I'm so hungry. Just a little money, I beg of you.
Welcome, welcome. Thank you all for joining me this evening. Please eat, drink, enjoy all the pleasures I have to offer. Take your time, I will wait. I trust everything is to your satisfaction. Good, good. It pleases me to see you all so happy. For these are dark days, my friends, and we must enjoy this bounty while we still can. War threatens to consume us all. Salah-ad-Din bravely fights for what he believes in, and you are always there to support him without question. It is your generosity that allows his campaign to continue. So, I propose a toast then. To you, my dear friend, who have brought us to where we are today. May you be given everything you deserve for it. Such kindness! I didn't think it in you. You, who have been so quick to judge me, and so cruel. Oh, do not feign ignorance. Do you take me for a fool? That I have not heard the words you whisper behind my back. Well, I have, and I fear I can never forget. But this is not why I called you here tonight, no. I wish to speak more of this war, and your part in it. You give up your coin quick as can be, knowing all too well it buys the deaths of thousands. You don't even know why we fight. The sanctity of the Holy Land, you'll say, or the evil inclination of our enemies. But these are lies you tell yourselves. No, all this suffering is born of fear and hate. It bothers you that they are different, just as it bothers you that I am different. Compassion, mercy, tolerance. These words mean nothing to any of you, mean nothing to those infidel invaders who ravage our land in search of gold and glory, And so I say, enough! I've pledged myself to another cause. One that will bring about a new world in which all people might live side by side in peace. A pity none of you will live to see it. Kill anyone who tries to escape.
Be at peace now. Their words can no longer do harm.
Why have you done this?
You stole money from those you claim to lead, sent it away for some unknown purpose. I want to know where it's gone and why.
Look at me. My very nature is an affront to the people I ruled. And these noble robes did little more than to muffle their shouts of hate.
So this is about vengeance, then?
No, not vengeance, but my conscience. How could I finance a war in service to the same god that calls me an abomination?
If you do not serve Salah ad-Din's cause, then whose?
In time, you'll come to know them. I think perhaps you already do.
Then why hide? And why these dark deeds?
Is it so different from your own work? You take the lives of men and women, strong in the conviction that their deaths will improve the lots of those left behind. A minor evil for a greater good? We are the same.
No, we are nothing alike.
Ah, but I see it in your eyes. You doubt. You cannot stop us. We will have our new world.
Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? Beni yenemeyeceksin. Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun?
أنت تتبع طريق الضلال.
Seni gözün kapalı bile yenerim. Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? Geber kafir olmay! Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? Geber kafir! Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? God is on my side.
No, you don't understand. I have just a few coins, please.
You got lucky before. Enough this time.
Just a few coins.
Die here.
Take him down! Get him in the side!
This won't be too difficult.
After him! Faster! Stay on him!
Word has reached me of your success, Altair.
Abu Nakud's reign of terror is at an end.
I'm glad to hear it.
He killed them. The men and women at his party. It was poison. A coward's tool. Blamed them for the war. Said he wished to end it.
Strange, but then again, the Merchant King was known to be a bit different. Perhaps this was simply a symptom of his madness.
Perhaps.
You sound unconvinced. Speak with Al-Mualim then. He may offer a better explanation.
Yes. We'll see what he has to say.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Stealing my presents? That will cost you your life! Bitch! You are
Countering a strong attack will leave your enemy vulnerable.
Come, Altair. Speak with me a moment.
As you wish.
Word has reached me of your success. You've my gratitude and that of the realm. Freeing these cities from their corrupt leaders will no doubt promote the cause of peace.
Can you really be so sure?
The means by which men rule are reflected in their people. As you cleanse the cities of corruption, you heal the hearts and minds of those who live within.
Our enemies would disagree.
What do you mean?
Each man I've slain has confessed strange words to me. They are without regret. Even in death they seem confident of their success. Though they do not admit it directly, There is a tie that binds them. I'm sure of it.
There is a difference, Altair, between what we are told to be true and what we see to be true. Most men do not bother to make the distinction. It is simpler that way. But as an assassin, it is your nature to notice, to question.
Then what is it that connects these men?
But as an assassin, it is also your duty to still these thoughts and trust in your master. For there can be no true peace without order, and order requires authority.
You speak in circles, Master. You commend me for being aware, then ask me not to be. Which is it?
The question will be answered when you no longer need to ask it.
I assume you called me here for more than just a lecture.
Very well. A rank and weapon are again restored to you. 2 more leaders remain. Go and see to it that their rule is ended.
God save him. He's gone mad.
Altair, it seems my students do not fully understand what it is to wield the blade. Perhaps you could show them what you know. The work of a master. And that, my students, is how we all should fight.
You will die!
You must be busy. I understand. It takes time to draw another blade. Ensure your first attack is also your last.
When you have been exposed to the guards, break their line.
Rafiq.
Word has spread of your deeds, Altair. It seems you are sincere in your desire to redeem yourself.
I do what I can.
And sometimes you do it well. I assume it is work that reunites us?
Yes. William of Montferrat is my target. What can you tell me of the man himself?
William has been named regent while the king conducts his war. The people see it as a strange choice given the history between Richard and William's son Conrad. But I think Richard rather clever for it.
Clever how?
Richard and Conrad do not see eye to eye on most matters. Though they are civil enough in public, there are whispers that each intends evil upon the other. And then, there was that business with Akkar's captured Saracens. In its wake, Conrad has returned to Tyre, and Richard has compelled William to remain here as his guest.
You mean his hostage?
Whatever you wish to call it, William's presence here should dissuade Conrad from acting out.
I've never been one for politics.
But surely you realize your every action shapes the course of this land's future. You are a politician too, in your own way.
As you wish. Now where would you suggest I begin my search?
Richard's Citadel, southwest of here. Or rather, the market in front of it. You'll find the Cathedral of the Holy Cross in that direction as well. It's a popular place and should be filled with talkative citizens. Finally, try the border to the west, where the Chain and Hospitaller districts meet. That should start you on your way.
Very well. I won't disturb you further.
It's no trouble at all.
Dead man! Das ist ihm entkommen! Der Sicht seinem göttlichen Urteil! You're mine! This shouldn't be too hard! Und wir nehmen die Monster den Thron vorne! Du kannst nicht siegen! Who's done this? Tell me!
Just could you learn?
How about you turn around and go away?
Boys, please!
I'll have your head, you European! Puisse le Seigneur me donner la force! You'll be dead soon! Assassin! There's an assassin here! God help me!
They let you come and go as you please. I thought the fortress was closed to all.
Aye, but William wishes to have repairs completed as soon as possible. It's been to our advantage.
The perfect cover. It's clever.
Anyway, I've finished my report and should deliver it.
For once, it seems things might go our way, and not by accident.
Well, the Bible does say God helps those who help themselves.
Nah, it doesn't, actually. That's from one of Aesop's fables. The Bible says quite the opposite, in fact. Many passages have been patient and faithful and waiting for the Lord to decide if he wishes to assist.
Well, I say we've waited long enough.
You'll hear no argument from me.
Very well. I'm off then.
Go away!
Good Lord.
Please don't do that again. What is that man thinking?
We are too soft with our enemies. With one hand we engage them.
Leave, peasant. Does he really have a reason for doing that?
And what do we have to show for it? Graves and widows and orphan sons? King Richard promises a better morrow, unspoiled land and new beginnings, but he's delivered only death. William of Montferrat had a vision. Sole way to end our pain. It's him we should follow. It's him will lead us to victory. We are too soft with our enemies. That you want? With one hand we engage them, but the other tries to embrace. What good could come of this when our king cannot decide what he truly wants? But William knows. If you would only listen. Stand up, friends. Do not allow yourself to be sent to slaughter based on the whims and wishes of an uncertain king. We must rely on men who are stronger in their convictions. Men like William of Montferrat.
Do I look like a merchant? No. So go away. Brave men. So these animals. What's this nonsense? I'm supposed to be afraid of you.
Stop! Enough! Enough! What is it you want? Gold? I've a few pieces on me. Take them! Take them and go!
It's not gold I seek, but information.
I know nothing!
You know William. Tell me how to reach him.
It's impossible! He meets with the king!
And when will the king be gone?
Today. But it won't help you. They're sure to argue, and then William will retire to lecture the soldiers. So it always goes. Richard berates William, William berates his men. He won't see you.
I already told you. I need to see William. I never said he needs to see me.
Then our business is done.
Not yet, I'm afraid. There's one last thing I need from you.
What is it?
Your life.
Listen to their lies.
What have I done wrong?
Poisonous words. If you find yourself you must not be afraid. Help me. If your heart is pure, he will Stay strong, citizens. Help! I need help! Please! Anyone!
Push him again!
Stop this, please! You're hurting me!
You must not trespass here.
Wir können tun, was immer wir wollen. Please, I've done nothing wrong. Why are you doing this?
You were not allowed to be.
Out of the way!
Leave! Before I make you!
Verfluchter Feigling! I'd like that. Glaubst du wirklich, dein Gott schert sich darum, was hier passiert? Wieso, Seigneur? Le seul unique.
He's gonna hurt us.
Someone tell me
When he
why
does,
he's doing
I
that.
won't help us. Why would anyone want to do that?
Use counterattacks when faced with multiple enemies.
Come, have a look.
Lend me your ear for a moment, Altair. William of Montferrat has replaced many of the district's honest merchants with men loyal to his cause. He seeks to weaken faith in King Richard by overcharging honest citizens for poorly crafted goods. These corrupt merchants must be removed. Find their stands and destroy them.
money, I beg of you. I've never seen snow.
Be gone.
Catching up to you!
God, that man just killed someone.
Get this. I've better things to do than look. Leave this place.
Thank you for the help, Altair. It may seem a small thing you've done today, but it's important nonetheless. This bit of paper should prove useful when you finally face William.
What is it now? Was willst du? You something to say?
No, you don't understand. I'm poor, sir. I need the money.
Oh, now I'm sure I have something to do.
Could I interest you in anything around?
Altair, what brings you back so soon?
I've done as asked and armed myself with knowledge.
Speak, and I will judge.
William's host is large and many men call him master, but he's not without enemies. He and King Richard do not see eye to eye.
It's true, they've never been close.
This works to my advantage. Richard's visit has upset him. Once the king has left, William will retreat into his fortress to brood. He'll be distracted. That's when I will strike.
You're sure of this?
As sure as I can be. And if things change, I'll adapt.
Then I give you leave to go. End the life of Montferrat, that we may call this city free.
I'll return when the deed's been done.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Now, why is he doing that? I wonder if anyone was told.
People, your search has come to an end. I'm anything anyone could possibly need.
God gave you eyes.
You dirty thief! I'll have your hands for that! You dare steal in my presence! Double cross your right!
What a look at that. I'm fine. Let me show you everything I have.
Wir können tun, was immer wir wollen.
Please, you're hurting me.
Liebe gehören gehängt. Bewegung!
Plagues upon his people.
Was willst
We
du?
came in peace to the Holy Land to spread the message of our Lord. Stay strong, citizens. Remain fixed in your beliefs. Though the road is long and your trials many, know that God watches over you. It is his hand that guides our warriors to victory.
Souls, William. I was told they would be held as prisoners and used to barter for the release of our men.
The Saracens would not have honored that end of the bargain. You know this to be true. I did you a favor.
Oh, yes. A great favor indeed. Now our enemies will be that much stronger in their convictions. Fight that much harder.
I know our enemy well. They will not be emboldened, but filled with fear.
Tell me, how is it you know the intentions of our enemies so well? You who forsake the field of battle to play at politics.
I did what was right, what was just.
You swore an oath to uphold the work of God, William. But that is not what I see here. No. I see a man who's trampled it.
Your words are most unkind, my liege. I would hope I might have earned your trust by now.
You are Arkle's regent, William, set to rule in my stead. How much more trust is required? Perhaps you'd like my crown.
You missed the point! But this is nothing new.
Much as I'd like to waste my day trading words with you, I've a war to fight. We'll have to continue this another time.
Do not let me delay you then, Your Grace. I fear there will be no place for men like him in the New World. Send word that I wish to speak with the troops. We must ensure that everyone is doing their part. Warn them that any negligence will be severely punished. I'm in no mood to be trifled with today.
Yes, my lord.
The rest of you, follow me. I come from speaking with the king. And the news is to the courts.
Puisse le Seigneur me donner la force. Ma colère sera terrible. Je vais t'éteindre. Le Seigneur. You'll be dead!
You deserve to die! God, shield of fortune!
Rest now. Your schemes are at an end.
What do you know of my work?
I know that you are going to murder Richard and claim Akka for your son Conrad.
For Conrad, my son is an arse, unfit to lead his host, let alone a kingdom. And Richard, the Ancient is no better, blinded as he is by faith in the insubstantial. Acre does not belong to either of them.
Then who?
The city belongs to its people.
How can you claim to speak for the citizens? You stole their food, disciplined them without mercy, forced them into service under you.
Everything I did to prepare them for the new world. Stole their food? No. I took possession so that when the lean times came, it might be rationed properly. Look around. My district is without crime, save those committed by you and your ilk. And as for the conscription, they were not being trained to fight. They were being taught the merits of order and discipline. These things are hardly evil.
No matter how noble you believe your intentions, these acts are cruel and cannot continue.
We'll see how sweet they are, the fruits of your labors. You do not free the cities as you believe, but rather damn them. And in the end, you'll have only yourself to blame. You who speak of good intentions.
What news?
William of Montferrat is dead, and with him his plans for betrayal.
You've done well keeping Akka from his hands.
But why now, when the Crusaders require unity most? Could have waited.
Waited for what? For Richard to return and discover his schemes? No. It was the perfect time for him to strike.
Strange. I was sure he meant to take Akka for Conrad, yet he claimed this was not his plan.
You cannot trust the words of a snake, which even in death produces venom.
I should discuss this with Al-Mualim.
Yes, my friend. Make haste for Masyaf. I am sure he is eager for news.
fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one. Remember to reach out for ledges should you fall.
Come, Altair. I would have news of your progress.
I've done as you've asked.
Good, good. I sense your thoughts are elsewhere. Speak your mind.
Each man I'm sent to kill speaks cryptic words to me. Each time I come to you and ask for answers. Each time you give only riddles in exchange, but no more.
Who are you to say no more?
I'm the one who does the killing. If you want it to continue, you'll speak straight with me for once.
Tread carefully, boy. I do not like your tone.
And I do not like your deception.
I have offered you a chance to restore your lost honor.
Not lost. Taken. By you. And then you've sent me to fetch it again like some damn dog.
It seems I'll need to find another. A shame. You showed great potential.
I think if you had another, you'd have sent him long ago. You said the answer to my question would arise when I no longer needed to ask it. So I will not ask. I demand you tell me what binds these men.
What you say is true. These men are connected by a blood oath not unlike our own.
Who are they?
Non nobis, domine non nobis.
Templars.
Now you see the true reach of Robert de Sales.
All of these men, leaders of cities, commanders of armies.
All pledge allegiance to his cause.
Their works are not meant to be viewed on their own, are they? But as a whole, what do they desire?
Conquest. They seek the Holy Land not in the name of God, but for themselves.
What of Richard? Salah ad-Din?
Any who oppose the Templars will be destroyed. Be assured they have the means to accomplish it.
Then they must be stopped.
That is why we do our work, Altair. To ensure a future free of such things.
Why did you hide the truth from me?
That you might pierce the veil yourself. Like any task, knowledge precedes action. Information learned is more valuable than information given. Besides, your recent behavior had not inspired much confidence.
I see.
Altair, your mission has not changed. Merely the context within which you perceive it.
And armed with this knowledge, I might better understand those Templars that remain.
Is there anything else you want to know?
What about the treasure Malik retrieved from Solomon's temple? Robert seemed desperate to have it back.
In time, Altair, all will become clear. Just as the role of the Templars has revealed itself to you, so too will the nature of their treasure. For now, take comfort in the fact that it is not in their hands, but ours.
If this is your desire.
It is. You are restored another rank. Take back your weapon. Use it to bring honor to the Brotherhood. Altair, before you go...
Yes?
How did you know I wouldn't kill you?
Truth be told, Master, I didn't. I took a leap of faith.
Ensure your first attack is also your last.
Should you cause a disturbance, it is wise to leave.
Safety and peace, Malik.
Word that the city was possessed of either. Why do you trouble me today?
Al-Mualim has marked Majd-ud-Din for death. What can you tell me about him?
Salah ad-Din's absence has left the city without a proper leader. and Majduddin has appointed himself to play the part. Fear and intimidation get him what he wants. He has no true claim to the position.
That ends today.
You speak too readily. This is not some slaver we're discussing. He rules Jerusalem and is well protected because of it. I suggest you plan your attack carefully. Get to better know your prey.
With your help, I will. Where would you have me begin my search?
What's this? You're actually asking for my assistance instead of demanding it. I'm impressed.
Be out with it.
As you wish. Here's where I would look. First, to the southwest near the mosque. After that, head south of here. There are 2 locations that might interest you. The southernmost church is one, the other is in the streets, near a synagogue.
Thank you for your help, Dai.
Don't foul this, Altair.
Leave now!
No, please don't leave. Just a second, please.
Hey! You look familiar. You are not supposed to be here. Leave. You have no business here. Leave.
Help! Please help!
You dare steal in my presence? That will cost you your life!
No, you don't.
Altair, I meant to meet a contact nearby, but the guards seem to have it in for me. Every time I leave here, I'm attacked and forced to flee. I'm simply not the fighter I once was. Would you be willing to see me safely to my destination?
لن يبعد كثيرا. سوف أنبهك إذا رأيته يمر بالجوار. لن يبعد كثيرا.
Please, can't you spare something? I'm poor.
I'll have your head!
Hungry.
I'll have your hand for that!
What's happened here? Oh, may God have mercy.
Dirty thief! I'll have your hand for that! Thief! You are filth!
Curse him! Curse the Christian king and his army of infidels! They go against the will of God!
هل تحتاج شيئا؟
Down, infidel!
Everywhere they ride, they leave
أنت تتبع طريق الجهل.
Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun?
What's Who's done this? Tell me! A grant us victory!
How did this happen?
I stand before you to deliver a warning. Should Richard take Jaffa, there will be no stopping him. He will march on Jerusalem next. We must end this before it
Infidel
has a chance
die!
to begin. That city is...
Yeah, take much more of this!
No, you don't understand. I have nothing. Please, sir, have any money?
Good.
Please, can't you spare something? I'm poor and sick and hungry. No, please don't leave. Just a few coins, please.
Thousands of lives are lost in its defense. Seems a tragedy. But I say, this is an honor. To die in service to God. Fighting for what we believe in.
Stop! You must not trespass here.
He's going to hurt himself.
What is he doing?
Did you see the order? He wants us to repair a stage for another execution. Today.
It's the one at the western edge of Solomon's temple. I was on my way just now.
So much death.
Worried that our true leader might return and bring a measure of justice to this city.
Yes, and not this mockery Majd ad-Din parades before us.
How? How does something like this happen?
Everyone appointed in Salah ad-Din's stead is met with an untimely end. And now the position falls to him. He, who was once nothing more than the Emir's scribe.
How convenient. It would not surprise me to learn he was behind these accidents.
Shh! If the guards hear us, we'll be taken for treason. Executed on the very platform we have to repair. Come, let us return to work.
What's wrong with him?
Damn fool must be out of his mind.
Such a strange man.
Turn back now. We must resist! We must push back! Be wary, friends! The Shaitan is everywhere! Watching, waiting! He tempts us always! Be strong! Strong like Salah ad-Din! And take up arms against our enemies! In whatever way you can! Curse him! Curse the Christian king and his army of infidels! They go against the will of God and must be made to pay! Everywhere they ride, they leave only suffering in their wake. They say it is a crusade. A crusade for what? Ignorance? Violence? Madness? must resist! We must fight them in any way we can! So comes the English king and his infidel army. They leave horrors in their wake.
He's going to hurt himself.
I stand before you to deliver a warning. When Richard takes Jaffa, there will be no stopping him.
My family is sick and dying. Could you spare a few coins? No, please don't leave. Just a few coins, please.
What's he doing that for?
A few coins. All I ask is for a few coins.
You dare steal in my
Please, can't you spare something? I'm poor.
You have no business here. Leave.
Leave, peasant, or I make
There is nothing more insidious than one who turns his back on the law. For the law was given to us by God. Glorious and exalted is he. To defy it is to disrespect him. And there is no greater evil than this. Majduddin understands. He works to cast out the wicked among us, that we may live righteous lives. There is no harm in naming them. Those among you who defy the law. We are nothing without our faith, without its rules and its direction. To defy it is to defy the one who leads us. Such behavior cannot be allowed.
What is it that you want? Never have I seen such insolence.
Why me? What have I done wrong?
make up. May God have mercy on your soul. How can one make this won't be too difficult. How simple. This won't be too difficult. May God have mercy on your soul. How simple.
Enough! I still breathe, so you must desire more than just my life. What is it?
You know Majduddin well?
Better than most.
He seems a bit too righteous. Is the law really so important to him?
What do you think?
I think he hides something, and I think you'll tell me what it is.
It's a veil. All of it. Men like me, we are meant to scare them, fill the people with fear. The ones he kills, not criminals, but dangerous all the same.
Dangerous to who?
His plans. Their plans. Yes, he speaks of others. Those he works with. Works for, perhaps. I am uncertain. They need the city, though. Controlling it is important to them.
Why?
You'll have to ask him yourself. Attend one of his executions. It's when he's most talkative.
addressing the crowd, hands covered in blood.
Then we are done.
Look, away! What happened? Who did this?
Have your head! You will die here! It's out of my way!
Won't get away from me! Against our enemies, whatever way you pass. South comes the English king and his infidel army. They leave horrors in their wake. Saladin rides to meet him, that these barbarous acts might be avenged.
What news, novice?
I am not a novice.
A man's skill is defined by his actions, not the markings on his robe.
We can trade barbs or do Al-Muallim's work. It's your decision.
Then be out with it.
Jerusalem's regent Majd-ud-Din is holding a public execution not far from here. It's sure to be well guarded, but it's nothing I can't handle. I know what to do.
And that is why you remain a novice in my eyes. You cannot know anything, only suspect. You must expect to be wrong, to have overlooked something. Anticipate, Altair. How many times must I remind you of this?
As you wish. Are we done?
Not quite. There is one more thing. One of the men to be executed is a brother. One of us. Al-Mulim wishes for him to be saved. Do not worry about the actual rescue. My men will take care of that. But you must ensure Majd-ud-Din does not take his life.
I won't give him the chance.
So I hope.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Hey! I need help! Please, anyone! We are the true children of God!
أنا متأكد جدا أنه لن يغادر المدينة أو الشيء السهيل الذي كان ينبغي فعله.
Silence! People of Jerusalem, hear me well. I stand here today to deliver a warning. There are malcontents among you. They sow the seeds of discontent, hoping to lead you astray. Tell me, is this what you desire? To be mired in deceit and sin? To live your lives in fear? Then you wish to take action? Your devotion pleases me. This evil must be purged. Only then can we hope to be redeemed.
This is not justice! You've no right to do that! Who do you take yourself for?
And all of you stand idle, complicit in this crime.
Curse you all! See how the evil of one man spreads to corrupt others? They sought to instill fear and doubt within you. But I will keep you safe. Here now are four filled with sin. The harlot, the thief, the gambler, the heretic. Let God's judgment be brought down upon them all! Succubus! Oh. أنت تتبع طريق الضلال أيها الكافر سوف تهرب أنت تتبع طريق الضلال
Your work here is finished.
No, no! It had only just begun!
Tell me, what's your part in all of this? Do you intend to defend yourself as the others have and explain away your evil deeds?
The Brotherhood wanted the city. I wanted power. There was an opportunity.
An opportunity to murder innocents.
Not so innocent. Dissident voices cut deep as steel. They disrupt order. In this, I do agree with the Brotherhood.
You'd kill people simply for believing differently than you.
Of course not. I killed them because I could. Because it was fun. Do you know what it feels like to determine another man's fate? And did you see the way the people cheered? The way they feared me? I was like a god. You'd have done the same if you could. Such power.
Once, perhaps. But then I learned what becomes of those who lift themselves above others.
And what is that?
Here, let me show you.
You will not get away from me!
That man is a killer!
Jerusalem needs a new ruler.
So I have heard.
What's this? No words of wisdom for me? Surely I have failed in some spectacular fashion.
You performed as an assassin should. No more, no less. That you expect praise for merely doing as told, however, troubles me.
It seems everything I do troubles you.
Reflect on that. But do so on your way back to Masyaf. Your work here is done.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
We must fight them in any way we can. Praise be Salahadin. He has found the strength
We done already?
Get up.
Whatever you say, Doc.
I'm ending the session. I'll be right there. You're sure about this? Yes. No. Everything's Denver. I don't see how he could... Of course. I understand. You're in a lot of trouble, Mr. Miles.
What's his problem?
They're coming for you.
Who's coming for me?
Assassins.
Hey, I had nothing to do with this.
Sounds like they're mounting some kind of rescue attempt. Guess you're more important than you realized.
Man, things just keep getting weirder and weirder around here.
It was bound to happen.
What do you mean?
That little fight your ancestor started during the Third Crusade, it never ended. You're being held by Templars.
Vidic's a Templar?
There's no way you could have known. They hide it so well. But to answer your question, Vidic works for them. We all do. Abstergo is their company.
I thought Templars were old dudes with funny hats who sat around drinking beer and plotting world domination with, like, the lizard people.
No, except the part about world domination, I guess. Look, Desmond, it's complicated. Half the stuff they say about the Templars comes from crazy tinfoil hat-wearing nut jobs. The other half is misinformation intentionally produced by the Templars themselves.
But they are the bad guys, right?
If there's one thing I've learned since I started working here, it's that there's no such thing. It's all so relative. I guess the best way to explain it is, what they want is good. But the way they're going about it, it's bad. Really bad.
What are they trying to do? Lucy?
Yes.
Miss Stillman, I need to speak with you. Get up here, now!
On my way, Doctor. I'm sorry, Desmond. I have to go. You should turn in for the night. The answers to all of your questions are right in front of you. You just have to know where to look.